going to get started here in just a few moments. We're going to get started in just a few moments, but if you guys could squeeze in as much as possible, we're getting some extra seats as we're going, but let's get to know each other and celebrate tonight. Squeeze in tight, we'll make some room, see if we can get a few more chairs in here.
Ohio's medical marijuana industry has seen big growth since launching here. The state reports by the end of 2019, there were $56 million in total product sales. By the end of 2020, sales for that year totaled $171 million. And in 2021, sales totaled $380 million for the year. Now, those numbers could skyrocket even further, considering there are multiple pushes to make marijuana legal for recreational purposes right here in Ohio. And tonight, I take you to school with me to an institution of higher learning right here in Northeast Ohio, educating students and putting them in a position to grow in this budding industry.
The more you can manipulate it and target beneficial flower sites, the overall bigger your yield will be. The bigger your yield will be, the happier everybody will be.
Randy Jenkins is the professor of cultivation at the Cleveland School of Cannabis, and this is his grow lab, filled with marijuana plants cultivated by students. So I see names. Are these, each student has their own plant?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes,
cool. A quick stroll around this cannabis school and you will find it's not your typical learning environment. The focus here is hands-on.
You don't want to squeeze them too hard, they're not like a paper towel.
There's a kitchen for cannabis cooking classes.
Start extraction.
There's even a mock dispensary. Kevin Green is the vice president for the Cleveland School of Cannabis, and he showed me around campus right here in Independence.
Our goal is to supply the workforce to the market.
More than 900 students have graduated from CSC since its inception in 2017. Full-time students walk away with a certificate after about 6 to 8 months.
It's great to see their growth in such a short time. Within the first couple of years, individuals are going in managerial roles.
Daniel Bridges is preparing to graduate from CSC later this month.
Always loved cannabis and always was interested and was waiting on a legal market to arrive, or I was going to have to move out to one.
Since enrolling last fall, he secured a position at a local dispensary.
I wanted to do what I'm doing now, which is bud tending or personal care specialist.
And you say it's called bud?
Bud tending, yeah, like bartender, but you bud tending, yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we're your service at the end of the day. I tried to get into the industry before I came here, and I wasn't able to. But they helped me get a resume that makes it, look like I know what I'm talking about, which I actually do.
He tells me this is just the beginning of his journey toward opening his own dispensary. The school offers a variety of cannabis-related tracks, including cultivation, processing, dispensary operations, and medical applications. Students can also opt to follow the executive track, which combines everything and teaches about cannabis law and business.
This is a research learning environment, so we get to make mistakes.
That's awesome.
So when they get their jobs, they're not making mistakes.
Administrators tell me there is no such thing as an average student here, as people have enrolled from all walks of life and races from 18 to 77.
Some folks want to come here and clean it up and legitimize themselves so that they can enter into the other side of the market where they don't have to worry about looking over their shoulders to make a living for their families.
The school has come a long way when it first opened in 2017. That's when News 5 first visited the then one-room operation.
We have a research hemp license by the Ohio Agriculture Department. So this product is simply and only for research purposes.
So what do you do with
We
it?
trash it as a...
You burn it, or?
We have a protocol, we have a waste protocol that we have to follow from the state.
What? The Cleveland School of Cannabis is now in the process of working to obtain accreditation, which would be historic.
We will be the first, and we would be the only cannabis education company in the United States to hold this standard.
Now, a certificate from CSC can run between $7,500 and $14,000, and administrators tell me they work toward a 70% job placement rate, which is aided by relationships they built in the cannabis industry, both here in Ohio and beyond. I can tell you guys, I was fascinated. There's so much I don't know about cannabis, and I walked in there and I was like, wow, like I can see how they have courses and tracks and things like that for you to learn. It is so much that the average person doesn't even know.
He's a bud tender.
Bud tender. And I didn't know about bud tending. I didn't know that you can get a research license to grow hemp. That's how they're able to grow hemp, marijuana, cannabis there in the lab. And no, they don't smoke it. You can't smoke in Ohio. I found out it has to be vape form or on your tongue, edibles. You know, it's so much stuff. But yeah, that's how they can do the research, and that students can learn how to grow and cultivate. It's fascinating.
You were standing right there. 6 inches away.
Research lab. It's a research lab.
I planted 36 tomato plants today.
Is that what you're calling them now?
Wait. Honest to goodness, they're tomatoes.
Okay,
Let me be blunt.
oh, come
They were
on.
tomatoes. Seriously.
seated. Please be seated. Hello, everybody. My name is Austin Briggs, and I'm the founder of the Cleveland School of Cannabis. Ladies and gentlemen, and distinguished guests, faculty members, and more importantly, the exceptional graduates of the Cleveland School of Cannabis class of 2023. Welcome and congratulations on this momentous occasion. Today we are gathered here not just to celebrate remarkable achievements, but also the culmination of 6 years since the inception of our beloved institution. As the founder of this groundbreaking school, I stand before you immensely prideful and joyful for you all. But let us not forget the significance of this moment. This is not just a celebration of academic accomplishment, but it's a celebration of resilience, determination, and unwavering pursuit of excellence. Your journey has not been easy, but you have persevered and emerged stronger. As you step into the world, armed with the knowledge and the skills imparted by the Cleveland School of Cannabis, remember that you are part of a legacy. A legacy that continues as we seek to become the first institution of cannabis education that will be recognized by the United States Department of Education through accreditation with the Middle States Association Commission for Elementary and Secondary Schools. Now, a lot of people don't know what accreditation is or means, so I want to go into that a little bit. There's 4 levels to being recognized as a school. The first level is just to open your doors and educate, with the only oversight coming from internal processes. Basically, you just do whatever you want. The second level is to get a state approval. Essentially, you ask the state if you can run as a school, and they provide the necessary steps and make sure you're following their guidelines to operate. That process can only take a couple of months to a year. The next is to become accredited by self-governing organizations. These can be trade unions or organizations that develop standards, then accredit those who follow them. Again, that process can take a couple of months, maybe a year. The highest level is recognition by the United States Department of Education, which has the strictest guidelines to operate a school in order to protect the student, learners, and to hold the institution accountable. This process takes, in our case, almost 4 years. CSC has 3 of the 4. We have no idea how many cannabis schools operate without guidelines. There are only a handful of cannabis schools that have any accreditation at all, and we can count on one hand the amount of schools that have a state approval. And finally, there are 0 recognized by the United States Department of Education, and we are moving to be the first. That's the history that we're moving to create. So on behalf of the entire faculty and staff, I extend my heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you graduates. May your future be filled with success, happiness, and fulfillment that comes from making a difference. Thank you for all being a vital part of the Cleveland School of Cannabis' history. Please enjoy the ceremony. And congratulations to the class of 2023. As the founder of the Cleveland School of Cannabis, it is my distinct privilege to introduce to you the next individual who will kick off the 6th anniversary commencement ceremony, our head office administrator and CSC graduate of 2023, Jay Vetterman.
Accreditation was a really cool process to go through. It made me appreciate everything that the school has been through and worked towards, both when I was a student and now joining as a staff member. I got to see parts of the school and processes that I didn't even know were in place for how we keep track of our alumni, how we take care of our current students, and it just made me appreciate the culture that we've created here even more as a team. Watching how impressed the accreditors were when they came in and they spoke to us just bolstered my confidence and made me feel like I was in the right place for this constantly growing and shifting industry. Accreditation for me just means that we go above and beyond in our commitment to our students and to our community. as a whole. It shows that we are working hard to get things done right the first time, and when we make mistakes, we are honest and open about them. We're willing to fix them. We listen to feedback from our stakeholders, our community members, our advisors, our partners. It feels like a team effort being here at CSC, and having MSA kind of recognize that was really beautiful.
Hello, fellow graduates. My name is Jay Vetterman. I'm your student speaker. Nice to meet you if I haven't. As we move into the future that we've started building, I think it's fitting that we take a moment to reflect on where we started our journey and where we are today. When I started at CSC as a student a little over a year ago, we were in a new location with a grow room that wasn't yet growing, a limited staff taking on a lot of different responsibilities, and we were recently out of the COVID-era restrictions, which were really tough on the school. To put that into a little more perspective, my in-school cooking class had 4 students in it. As time went on, I watched our grow room bloom and fill with beautiful flowering plants. I watched as we built out our Dutchery dispensary experience, and I had the honor to participate in the final stages of our MSA accreditation. And the cooking class for next term is already filled up because there are so many students who are excited in taking the class. We've even added on a bunch of new staff members, like myself, so that we can keep enhancing the CSC student experience. We are graduating from an institution that strives to learn and grow alongside its students and staff. But even as CSC grows and expands, it has never faltered in its mission to provide the knowledge and skills that we need not only to survive, but to thrive within the cannabis industry. Now it's our duty to water the seeds that we've planted here at CSC. I'd like us to take a moment. Close your eyes and think about where you were 1 year ago, 2 years ago, however long. Did you picture yourself here? Because I definitely didn't. But now that I'm here, I see so many unique career opportunities, places where the skills and passions that we developed before CSC, which have only been enhanced by the knowledge we gained here, can be utilized. As we graduate, and as I am now a graduate and employee, I can't imagine being anywhere else. And I hope that every one of you sitting here with me today feels something similar. I'll leave you with this. Find people that you want to grow with, people who encourage you to reach for the sky, people who nourish your energy, people who help you flourish. You've put the work into yourself. Be proud of that. Be proud of who you are and what you've gone through to get here. Be proud of what you've accomplished. Now let's go out there and build the cannabis industry that we want to be a part of. Next, I'd like to welcome up Nicole Phoenix to the stage to present service awards to a few very deserving individuals.
Accreditation, what does that mean to me? Legitimizing our curriculum and putting a standard, assessing where we are, making the improvements, and building a better system to educate the cannabis industry. That's what it's all about. CSC's purpose is first and foremost is to help our patients in the industry. If the patients don't understand the medicine they're buying, that is a lack of responsibility on us. Also to educate the industry employees. If you're a cultivator, if you're a dispensary, if you're in medical, we want to provide the best education. So once again, the patients are served at the highest level. And accreditation solidifies our ability to bring forth that information.
Well, good evening. I think, Jay, when I closed my eyes, I would have never have pictured myself here for 5 years. So it's amazing the changes that have gone on at this school. So first of all, welcome graduates. You guys look amazing, and the energy that you guys brought to the classroom, you brought it here tonight. And I see where you get it from with all your family and friends here cheering for you. For For those of you that do not know me, my name is Nicole Phoenix. I'm the Director of Education as well as an instructor here at school. I've been with the school for 5 years, 5.5 years, and I've witnessed the growth from one classroom to now growing cannabis, to processing cannabis, to cooking with cannabis, and to develop our own mock dispensary. It has truly had an amazing journey, and it's often we forget to reflect on where we started and where we are today. So take the time to think, about all your classes that you took, and really, say, I worked really hard. I worked for that grade and I earned it. So CSC continues to be the pioneers with our accreditation, and we're setting that bar high for cannabis education. So I hope you guys feel part of it and continue to be the voice of cannabis, okay? So that's something I put on your shoulders, is to be the voice of cannabis. So let's be blunt. You would not be here if it wasn't for our amazing faculty. The CSC faculty is always striving to be the best in their field. They're always striving to help you be successful, to get you here in these seats tonight. So I just always like to recognize that our faculty is top-notch. Continue to dialogue with your faculty because they are connected in the industry and they are always willing to help you. So furthermore, we are going to shine a light on 2 of our faculty tonight whose unwavering commitment and expertise and passion has shown in the classroom. They have tirelessly given their time and their talents and their energy to you. They've been so supportive in your learning, and they continue to inspire us as they challenge themselves to be the best instructor. These remarkable faculty members share their knowledge and continue to advance the industry because they're sharing the knowledge with you, and then you guys go out in the industry and share it with others. So keep paying it forward, but it started with your teachers and what they've given you over the last year or 2. So on behalf of the entire Cleveland School of Cannabis community, I extend my heartfelt gratitude and admiration for their outstanding services, their dedication and passion for the last 5 years. So we're honoring them today for their 5-year anniversary. So can I have Steve Baden and Sue Whipple come on up to the stage?
Thank you. This was
So Steve and Sue have joined the ranks of Brian Adams as well as B.C. Wayman in the back. So congratulations, they're on their 6th year. That's true dedication. And next up, I'd like to bring up Mr. Kevin Green, who is the Vice President of the Cleveland School of Cannabis, who will be introducing our keynote speaker. Go out there and spread the knowledge, everyone. Bye.